What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Base Damage. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. And I'm going to be doing a ban list prediction video. I said I was going to do it a while back. Obviously, there's been some news and some things that have been going on in the the Weiss Schwarz sphere. For those who aren't aware, we'll talk about that in a little bit here. I'm glad to have recorded this after that announcement was made, and y'all see in a second here. But obviously, upcoming now that Bushiroad announced several of the locations for the Fall Fest regionals and everything. We're obviously going to be, people are asking, are we going to be getting a ban list? When is Alice going to get hit? When is all these other decks going to get hit? And there's three particular decks that I want to talk about today. Obviously, there's a fourth deck that I really can't talk about just yet, and these are the hits that happened recently in JP. I'm gonna zoom in. We are going to be getting Overlord Volume 2 right here, and I don't know enough about it just yet. I know it's going to be a big thing. Like, this level 3 Ainz is going to see play most definitely, so I really can't talk about like when that drops. I'm only going to talk about the cards for the decks we have currently in English. So but we're going to be using the JP list as a little bit of a reference here, specifically for the SAO side and the Hololive side. So we're going to talk about SAO, Hololive, and quintuplets. Quintuplets is going to be the easiest thing I think I can knock out very quickly, very easily, and little to no really discussion needs to happen. This card's going to get hit. The Love taking off Nina Nakano, the level 3. It gives itself standby. It has, at the end of its attack, if you have the climax, you can pay a cost to burn. And it's just a really powerful card overall. Quintuplets has not been hit that hard yet. And obviously people speculated, well, they hadn't gotten the movie set prior to a couple weeks or a month or so ago. So Bushi probably didn't want to hit it as hard to, they didn't want to impact the sales. So the two times the ban list got updated, the restricted list got updated, it didn't really hit it hard. It kind of gave it a light slap on the wrist in the forms of just kind of trying to hit the level 0 Nino and the level 0 Ichika Brainstormer. And I feel this is going to be the nail in the coffin. In JP, this particular level 3 is limited to 2 copies. It doesn't kill the deck, it just slows it the fuck down. But I do firmly believe at some point this is going to get hit now that the movie set's out. Now, keep that phrase in mind. Now that the final quintuplet set is out, I think this will get hit. So I also have a deck profile up right now for kind of future proofing in case it does. If you want to check that out, I'll put the link for that in the description. So I did try to do a little bit of future proofing in case it does, but otherwise this is a very, very powerful card, and I can understand it finally getting hit. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is SAO. SAO is obviously a very big, the Alice deck is a very big contender. Basically, the quintuplets and SAO are like the 2 top decks anyway. This particular level 1 Alice is the one that's kind of up on the chopping block. In JP, it got straight up banned. It is no copies, no nothing. You just cannot run it. And then they added a couple cards to make a pick 1 of 4 list. But only one of the cards up here in my mind matters. The Swordalina is very good. It's a very good card, but I'm not going to be talking about that today. The other 2 cards, what I stated earlier about quintuplets, they got all of their sets. SAO doesn't have these cards in English. There's a whole nother anniversary set, meaning I do not think that it is going to get hit as hard. If it even get, I don't think the level 1 Alice is going to get banned. This video may age very poorly in like a month or 2 from now, but if it does, what the fuck ever. Especially considering the other hit from the other announcement we're going to talk about in a bit here. I do not feel that this needs to be banned. That's just me personally. I have yet to attend a regionals for like Springfest or anything. I want to go to Fall Fest. I do not think this needs to be straight up banned. I feel there's some stuff that can be done to help slow the deck down. So I made my own little prediction. I honestly think this right here, and this is going to probably make some people upset, I don't care. I feel this is enough. If we made a pick one of three, if Bushiroad made a pick one of three set, making it so you had to pick, and it could even be a pick one of two, but hear me out. As long as you put this Alice on a pick either 2 or pick 3 list with Floating Castle Aincrad and or this particular level 0 Lifa, I feel it would slow the deck down greatly, but not kill it. There's several other very good cards that can help you mill. There's the Agile, there's a Misumi, there's the Administrator. There's other cards that can help you mill and get the cards in waiting room that you need to do the combo, to mill through your deck, to shorten it down to the number of cards that you need, and then drop the level 1 Alices and do the combo and get your field full of Alice ready to run people over. I've done this combo plenty of times without the use of like the level 0 Lifa, because the level 0 Lifa lets you gain extra stock. It lets you grab characters back from waiting room. It's just a really good card in general, regardless of whether it's an Alice deck or not. Like, this is just a very good anniversary card. The cool thing, this is generic. It salvages any character, and it doesn't have to like send specifically an anniversary character or anything. This is just generically a good double rare. So but this is a oh shit button. This Lifa helps you in case something happens and you need extra stock for milling, and you need to grab a specific level 0 to try to mill more or whatever. This is the oh shit button. So removing the oh shit button to make it so they, if they fuck up, they fuck up. And the Floating Castle Aincrad it's so good for helping you mill through the deck. Even if you don't reveal crit triggers that are the prerequisite to be able to salvage a card back, you can still grab back level 0s like the Lifa or your other milling tools. Typically you're going to, obviously you're probably going to try to grab back like a copy of the Alice or something. But I feel this pick 1 of 3 list, or even a pick 1 of 2 list, would slow it down enough that people would have to rely on the other milling cards in the set. And I know there's the Asuna that that like mills up to 3, and you're trying to grab the Floating Castle Aincrad a whole bunch. Obviously, it kind of hits that card indirectly, I realize, but regardless, I feel you would still be able to play the deck. It just wouldn't outright nuke it. It would just say, hold up, slow the fuck down, and would be a light enough hit without outright banning the Alice. I don't like the idea of cards getting banned anyway, that's whatever, but that's it for the SAO discussion part of this. Let's talk about Hololive. So I don't like to ban cards, but Bushi said fuck it. So for anyone who has been living under a rock and doesn't know what the fuck is going on, there's a particular interaction with these two cards, this particular level 0 Sora and this particular level 1 Ayame, that there's a level 0 Marine that you can use to sack this Sora during the attack phase, summon an Ayame, pay the cost, summon another, pay the cost, summon another, pay the cost, summon another, and get off anywhere from 4 to 6 attacks at level 1, and then repeat process at level 3 if you want to. But typically, it was a design flaw. Obviously, they being Bushiroad did not intend for this particular interaction to occur, so they emergency banned it. It came out in Anime Expo. They were releasing sets of the Hololive Volume 2. You could buy them at Anime Expo. So the cards are out in English now. So they're like, go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and just say that this is just straight out. This Ayame is just straight up banned, and they released Fate from the shackles of Excalibur, quotation marks. I don't know. But this was a little bit of an oversight in terms of not realizing the interaction between these two cards right here. That being said, my initial thing that I was going to say prior to the emergency ban list was that if you put these two cards on a pick 1 of 2 restricted list, it kills the combo. That was what I was going to say. I got more. I have more ideas and whatnot now. They may have gone ahead and restricted it because they may be planning to do more. In JP specifically, there is now, at first, these two Soras up top right here, I realize I can't zoom in but so far before it just gets blurry as fuck, and I apologize for that. This level 0 Sora right here and this level 3 Sora right here were on a pick 1 of 2 list. They added 3 more cards to it, so the Ayame's banned in JP, and there's a pick 1 of 5. So here's where it makes me question. If they went ahead and banned this because they're planning on doing similar hits down the line. Now, Hololive Volume 2 having just dropped, I don't think they're going to hit it immediately. My idea, the ideal situation would be to hit it like right before Worlds or something. That would be my mentality here, would be to hit it right before Worlds so you don't see people just getting triple Gura during Worlds. But once again, like I said, there was no need to ban this Ayame. There just wasn't. If you put it on a pick 1 of 2 list, it kills the combo. And as of today, the recording of this, I've looked through more cards in the set, and I haven't seen any other interactions. And see, I think this was a really weird move on their part, because in the past, when, you know, artifacts have been fucked up before, they've just errated it. They could have easily, like, I'm not kidding. They could have added 4 words to an errata for this, of during the main phase, when this card is placed on stage from your hand or deck. And that would have also, like, fixed it. I feel this was a very, like, this was not, like, very well informed in terms of deciding to do this. I very much feel that this was done in haste because they could, like, I almost feel that they just didn't understand the interaction. Like, whoever made the decision was just like, oh, it's broken, you know, ban it, whatever, and didn't, I don't think they actually looked at it. If they did and I'm wrong, I'm sorry, Bushi. I know y'all do really care and try to look into, like, how to take care of, you know, certain, you know, overpowered cards and whatnot. But you've errated cards before that completely and totally change the effect of what the card does. There's a level 3, just the first one that comes to mind. There's a level 3 Rinko that in Bang Dream that you have, for the effect is supposed to say that you have to have all Rosalia characters on the field. And that's what it's errated. Like, the errata page has that card up there. Maybe I should pull it up at some point. I'm sorry. But when it came out, it just said you just had to have music characters. It didn't say anything about having to have all Rosalia characters. The effect's completely different. Where before you could run that combo in any deck, it wasn't meant to be that way. Well, this wasn't meant to pull off 6 attacks at level 1. So I realize I'm beating a dead horse here. I'm just gonna leave it alone in a second. But a simple 4-word errata. And I realize Japanese people have issues with the number 4, but that's whatever. But I really feel if they had just added the text during the main phase, and then this card would have functioned as it was initially intended. Or, once again, a pick 1 of 2 list. Maybe they didn't want to do a pick 1 of 2 list because of other potential hits in the future. And it, you know, obviously not wanting to make it be a pick 1 of 7 overall. Like, I can, if they want to copy JP and then still have that, yeah, it would be like a pick 1 of 7. I can understand not wanting to have that. I will concede that fact, like 100%. But if they didn't want to hit that just yet, or they wanted to, once again, errata it, a pick 1 of 2 would have killed the combo. There was no need to actually ban this. I think that was not the wisest move, but I'm also not in control of what Bushi does. That's whatever. But my other choices still stand. You could do a pick 1 of 3 for Alice and be done. I feel the Nino is going to get hit to be, you know, limited to 2 copies. Just prepare for it right now. Go ahead and sell your copies, or try to, you know, change up your deck accordingly. I honestly say try to adjust and change the deck up accordingly to see if you can still, you know, to do what you can to still make it work. But yeah, otherwise, I feel this would have been a simple enough fix. That's just my opinion. But yeah, that is my ban list predictions / things that could have been done better. That's just my personal opinion. I in no way, shape, or form have any control over what Bushi decides, so... if you have your own thoughts and opinions of what you think should have happened or what you think could potentially happen, obviously, like I said, I can't say anything about Overlord, but I know Overlord's going to be a big prevalent set. I still need to look into the set in a little bit here. Me and Joe are going to be taking a look at it at some point. And yeah, other than obviously potential Overlord hits in the future, I really can't say anything else right now. This is just kind of my thoughts. I wanted to get out there. I've been brewing this the past like couple weeks that I've been truck driving, so I just wanted to get this out here and just kind of shout it to the world, so to speak. But with that, we'll be signing off for now. Thank y'all very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. If not, hey, thanks for stopping by to check it out, and we will see y'all on the flip side. Peace out for now.